Let's talk about the forgotten loan. Martin Taggart and
Justin Rabin.
I'm glad you remembered your name that time.
That's close.
It's so awkward when Angie hears.
What's my name again?
So let's talk about the forgotten loan. So what's that Christmas story? The island of misbegotten toys.
Like the misfit loans.
The
or
misfit
something?
loans.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's talk about the loan that nobody talks about.
I like it. Happy to.
So this is the loan where Justin prints all the money and hands it to you.
It's just in the truck bed, right? Just waiting for you.
With the gas mileage that things get.
Let's not talk about that. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
So USDA loans, United States Department of Agriculture, are not loans for people to buy croplands.
We're not buying cattle.
We're
not selling corn here, right? We're not doing any of that, right?
So tell everybody why this loan has kind of been the forgotten, ugly stepsister of loans, but now is kind of making a little bit of a comeback.
Sure. Well, it's a bit of an unknown loan product out there. So not a lot of people are aware of it. And here's one of the biggest benefits to it, especially if you're kind of in a situation where maybe you're trying to, the down payment amount that you have is a little restricted. Maybe you're not trying to make a down payment at all. Mm-hmm. And that's the benefit to it, is there is no down payment requirement. So pretty cool, right? The thing with it, because it's by the USDA, one of the big things about it is that it's restricted to certain areas. Okay, so when you think of USDA, you're thinking farmland, right? You're thinking something like that. You're thinking...
So pasture land. This is restricted to pasture land.
Wrong.
Come on, man. Right. I get all the answers wrong today?
Right.
All right.
Sorry. Maybe next week, okay? Maybe next week. We'll go.
Maybe.
But this is rural, okay? So a little bit more of a rural area. And you'd be surprised, when I say rural, it may not be all that rural, as far as what area you're looking in. So, but that's how USDA confirms, is the property that you're looking at has to be considered in a rural city or part of town. So it is a bit property specific as far as which kind of home this loan's gonna work for.
So this is gonna surprise all of you out there, but generally speaking, Gardner East is qualified for USDA. Generally speaking, the east side of Bonner Springs, generally speaking, the east side of Lansing. Mm-hmm. If you get right outside the metro on the Kansas side, generally speaking, you're likely to be in USDA territory where the zip code qualifies for a USDA loan. On the Missouri side, it's about the same distance away from Jackson County. I mean, you get about 15, 20 minutes out of town, and you're likely going to qualify for USDA
Oak
loan.
Grove, that's an area. So think of areas like those cities that Martin just mentioned. Think going away from the main portion of Kansas City. Those areas are pretty much going to be eligible for it. Now, the further west that you get, like for example Lawrence, not going to be eligible.
Well,
right?
You kind of start running into towns again.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, that's the whole problem, right?
So now listen, a couple things. Justin talked about the 0% down. Now there's two other things that are a little unusual on a USDA loan. So let's talk about occupancy and income by occupancy.
Sure. So it has to be your primary home. You have to be moving into the home to have this be. You can't buy a rental property with a USDA loan. And then as far as income goes, there are limitations to it. So what I mean by that is you can't make over a certain amount every year to be eligible for this program. Now that's going to depend on the size of your household. If the size of your household is a little bit higher, then those income limits go up. But let's just say it's just one person, generally about $90,000 per year that you can't make over in order to be eligible for this.
So here's the thing to remember. Let's say that this fits you, or you're wondering if this fits you. A couple of other things you're going to want to keep in mind. A USDA loan, a VA loan, an FHA loan all have basically the same types of requirements. So no chip paint, no broken windows, carpet, HVAC, hot water heater, roof, foundation. They all have to have years worth of life left on them. So this is not a fixer loan, even though this might be a more rural property.
Absolutely. One other benefit, monthly payments compared to some of those loan options you just mentioned, it's going to be lower.
Why?
Well, going to come down to that private mortgage insurance, PMI, that we all want to avoid.
Right.
It's lower on a USDA.
You're kidding. I did not know
than it is
that.
on an FHA loan. How about that? Pretty cool, right?
Look, if you want to know how this stuff works, get a hold of Justin, because obviously relying upon me and my faulty memory is not going to happen. Life is better.
Thanks for watching.
With the team. It's better with the team, Justin.
Better with the team.